Sunday in the stand. So if you've been following along, then you'll know that back in January, my shop suffered a pretty devastating fire. So it happened back in January 11th, and you can see from the pictures that part of the building went up. Pretty much the whole thing went up, but the shop was so small, the heat inside did some serious damage to a lot of things. And while most of the stuff in there was replaceable and modern, I did lose some classic things that I had been gathering and building over the years, and some things I loved to ride. Little things I've been able to recollect, but other things not. In particular was a late 80s Bianchi road bike, Celeste. Nothing fancy, it was from the lower end of the range. But for some reason, the ride quality of that steel has been the best thing I've ever been on. And that bike was gone. And until recently, I've been hunting and searching for it. Got something in the interim to replace it. What I found was this rather beautiful, albeit restored incorrectly, 73 Colnago Mexico frame. Just with some modern componentry so that I could make it a nice daily, because I love the ride of the old steel. Then a buddy jumped in, Gregor, and he found something for me. It's a little rusty, it's a little beat up, but it is in fact exactly the same frame that I lost. It does need some serious attention, as you can see. So she's going to be sandblasted, cleaned up, and repainted. I really love the Celeste color, but I don't think I'd ever do it justice by trying to find something that resembles it without doing a full custom paint. I want to powder coat it so it has a more durable finish. So the other color that existed on this frame that year was pearlescent white. And one of my first bikes my father ever got me was a white Bianchi, and I remember loving that. So this bike is going to go into the pearlescent white with the Celeste decals instead of the setup you see here. So it's the right color for the year, but just a different one. But there's another good thing to the story. Not only was there one, but a second one at the same time. Same owner, bought the two bikes together back in '87, and I said I would keep them together for the rest of their lives, so I purchased both. This one's a smaller frame, much better condition. It's going to stay as a showpiece, so it'll get stripped and put on the wall. So this Bianchi will be the first official Be A Bike project bike in the new shop space.